Hey, what's going on? What's going on? Got some random thoughts on my mind. I know it's late or early, whatever you want to call it. Just got random thoughts, man. I'm just trying to stay woke on this road. Anybody that tune in, uh, if you want to get on the panel, I'll drop the link. But just random thoughts. We can talk about whatever tonight or this morning. But as I look around, you know, at things that are happening, you know, a lot of the things that we thought would never happen are actually happening. A lot of things that we thought probably wouldn't happen in our lifetime is actually happening. I said on a live that I did probably a couple of years ago, a year ago. It's been a while back when I said this, that the money system, the dollar bill, the paper money, that system is going to crash. And y'all don't understand that the value of money is not the same anymore. $100 is not $100 anymore. You got a lot of these banks closing down. A lot of the elites are pulling their money away. You got all these different um, ops. When I say ops, I mean like like Russia, uh, China, uh, other little places that are joining together, to get rid of this money system. What would y'all do if all the banks closed today and a news report came on the TV and said that the money that you have in your pocket or the money that you thought you had in your bank is no longer worth anything. That the only way you're going to be able to buy or sell, excuse my truck, the only way that you're going to be able to buy or sell is if the government gives you digital money that they can add or take away on. What would you do if you had to be fully dependent on the government, our so-called government? Me personally, I know that I will survive. I can survive off the land. For those of you that don't know how to survive off the land, if something major or tragic was to happen, and we had to go back to that way of living, a lot of you will not make it. A lot of you will try to, you know, commit suicide, all different type of things, because you will not know how to farm, You wouldn't know how to go hunting, fishing, all these different type of things to survive off the land. You don't know what leaves to eat, what berries and shit to eat, and all that different type of stuff. What is good for you, what ain't. Like you wouldn't know how to survive off of the land. See, in this world, there are millions, millions of distractions, millions of distractions that keep us dumbed down. I'm gonna just say it like that. Like, for example, like I don't believe everything that I see or hear from social media or the actual news or whatever you want to call it, media or whatever, because everything is controlled. There's a hierarchy, right? And every everything is controlled. Who controls the world? Well, we that rabbit hole can go deep on who actually controls the world. But see, some of y'all might know, some of y'all might not, but um, the Federal Reserve, the Federal Reserve. I ain't saying they run the world, but the Federal Reserve has always been the ones that they fund everybody. Like they'll give money to everybody, and all you got to do is print it out. See, and that's what America has been doing all these years is print money, print money, print money, print money, man. Putting the United States of America Corporation in all kind of debt with the Federal Reserve. Why do you think you have a social security number, right? Your social security number is basically a stock number because we are livestock. Break that word down, what live mean and what stock mean. Break that shit down. We are livestock. We we are going to be used as collateral. That's all we are, collateral. We are collateral. From the day we were born, you sign the birth certificate. Once you sign that birth certificate for your child, and what they always say, you gotta have a birth certificate, right? You, know, you gotta have this stuff. They tell you gotta have it. They don't give you an option to ask you, hey, do you want your child to have a birth certificate or no? They don't do that. They don't give you the option, but once you sign that document, which is the birth certificate, you belong to the United States of America Corporation. You are part of a corporation now. Not on your own free will, but somebody else signed you over to the government at that point. We've been lied to so long, y'all. That's what y'all fail to realize, that we've been lied to so long. We've been lied about our history. We've been lied about the Bible. We've been lied about so many things that you know you don't know what to believe at that point. Like who is telling the truth? What is actually gonna help me, or how, like we We've been dumbed down for a reason, y'all. Y'all gotta understand that. Our ancestors and stuff, they went through the slavery, the slave trade. They went through a lot of bullshit. You know, they had to be slaves and all that different type of stuff. But have you ever wondered why our government tries to keep so much stuff away from us, even though they really not supposed to keep shit away? They supposed to. That's why they put it in your face. They do shit in your face without even telling you, right? They do it, right? Like I tell people all the time, if you want to know the truth about what's really going on, if you smart enough, put shit together and come up with your own theories and thoughts and this and that, kind of like how I have done. Um, if you ever been to school, high school, middle school, elementary, whatever, everything in the history books that they talk about, majority of the things that they talk about in history books is slavery. Then you got how people came and conquered, took land from people that was already there, that had civilizations going. And the thing about it is, man, they always start black people history off with slavery. They say this is where we come from. We come from slavery. That's what they say, but don't nobody really want to go down the rabbit hole and actually just stand up for what that shit is. You know what I'm saying? Like it's hard to. I don't know. It's to me a lot of this shit just it just is what it is, man. Like I don't knock nobody for, man. Using the government for assistance and stuff like that. I don't knock people for that. I don't knock nobody for doing whatever they doing in their life. But you got to think about your kids, that type of shit. You got to instill something in your kids that can be passed on. Now, we've been lied to like hell about everything. Like some of y'all might not believe that the government got different deals and pacts with reptilians and aliens and like all different types of I don't know the proper name, but these things live amongst us. These things live amongst us. And guess what? They put it right in our face when we watch movies and TV shows. And when we watch stuff like movies and TV shows, those are the things that they like they're putting it right in your face of what be going on or what really be going on, right? And I'm gonna let y'all know this. I was watching American Horror Story. It was probably like 2 years ago, something like that. A year ago, year and a half, 2 years, whatever. And I watched an American Horror Story, and the first few episodes was about, I think, I don't know if it was Eisenhower that was president. We just gonna go with Eisenhower, okay? We're gonna go with Eisenhower. So Eisenhower on American Horror Story, they end up going out basically like in the desert or something like that, and they see this alien like spacecraft type thing, and the alien ends up coming to the White House, and the aliens they made a pact or an agreement, a contract with America for the aliens to uh, use us as guinea pigs for their experiments. That's why I said we collateral. Remember when I said that earlier that we are collateral? We are collateral for more than just what can go on in this world. So the thing about it is we need to wise up. We need to wise up and we need to tell our kids what is what. Because the public school system is all part of the agenda. It's all part of it. But you know, it is what it is. Like we don't we don't write what's gonna happen. We don't write that down. We don't write what's gonna happen or what's happening or whatever. We don't write that shit down. You get what I'm saying? So we gotta listen to their story on how they wanna put it. Because they try to erase everything about us knowing who we are, where we come from, not telling us that we taught them about astrology, anatomy, biology. We taught them every fucking thing, how to build shit, invent shit. A lot of shit they stole from us. There are infrastructures right now in different parts of the world where black people actually built this shit. But see, the world is so corrupted. The world is corrupt, man. It's really corrupt. You know what I'm saying? Like the people that run this world, it's like they playing a game with our lives. They playing a game. See, this the game. This the game. And rest in peace to Dick Gregory, man, cause he broke this shit down. I don't know if I could do it word for word how he broke this shit down on how America they do you right. They keep your mind shut off. They try to get you into a repetitive routine. So think about okay, like I said, they try to get you into a repetitive uh routine. Okay, they say you have 24 hours in one day. So let's just say, okay, you got 24 hours in a day. Let's just say you go to bed at 12. Okay, you go to bed at 12 o'clock in the morning. You wake up at what time do people? Let me see what time people usually wake up to go to work or get ready for work or whatever. So let's just say you got to be at work at 9. You wakes up at 7. So 12 to 7. That's 7 hours, right? Y'all got to do the math. Now you're supposed to have 24 hours in a whole day, 24 hours. So you already said 24 hours. You went to bed at 12. So you woke up at 7. That's 7 hours. What is 24 minus 7? What's 24 minus 7? I'm giving y'all a little insight on this. Well, you got 24 minus 7, which will give you what, 17, something like that, right? So now you only got 17 hours left. And you got to be at work at 9. So you got up at 7. So you got 17 hours left in the day. You work from 9 to 5. You got up at 7. So we already at 17. You got up at 7. You leave the house at 8 o'clock. Now you down to what? 16 now. You got 16 hours left. Your shift started at 9. Now at 9 o'clock. Now you at 15 hours. You don't get out till 5. So we at 15, right? 9 to 5. 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You don't work 8 hours. What 15 minus 8? That's like 7, right? You got 7 hours left out of 24 hours of the day. You get off at 5 o'clock. You got what? What I said, you got what? 7 hours left? It takes you an hour to get home in traffic, out the traffic. So now you're down to 6 hours. You get home, you take your shower, you know, and you get yourself situated, whatever, take a shower, woo woo. That takes an hour. Now you're down to 5 hours. Do y'all get what I'm saying? That's how this how this shit keeps you. It keeps your mind fucked up, and it puts you in a repetitive state where you're doing shit over and over and over and over and over and over again. You gonna keep doing the same shit over and over. Go to work, come home. Go to work, come home. You're not really using a whole 24 hours uh, throughout the day. You know what I'm saying? We just random thoughts, man. These are just random thoughts. I might be just babbling, doing a lot of word salad, shit like that. Just random thoughts, man. Just these are some of the thoughts that go through my head from time to time. From time to time. So we talked about what? The money system. I ain't even finna get on religion. I'm not finna even get on that. I'm not even gonna talk about that. How religion it causes division. When people start talking about their religion, All it's doing is causing division between the people. That's all it do. So we ain't gonna get into that. What's going on, Chief October? What's going on? Glad to have you here. This morning, man. Just random thoughts. Just random thoughts. But I figured, and it's just a thought of mine. I felt like, you know, that the world that we live in is run by cricket motherfuckers. And the only way to get ahead in this world, you gotta be just like them. You gotta be cold hearted, you gotta be heartless. You really can't give a fuck about nobody. Nobody but yourself. And that's how I feel the world operates. It used to be a time where people loved one another, people looked out for one another. But you see how this shit done changed now. Don't nobody love no more. Your neighbor can't discipline your kids like they used to back in the day. Back in the day, when I was growing up, if I did something bad over Miss Jones' house, get what? I can get a fucking whipping by Miss Jones. She gonna call my grandmama and them, my mama, whoever. She's gonna call them and shit. I'm probably gonna get another whipping when I get to the crib. You can't do that shit now. It also made me feel like that we've been aging backwards as a I'm talking about the United States right here. When I say aging backwards, they try to they try to make it seem like we really advanced with our technology and all this different type of shit. But really, truly, we actually ain't doing shit because you gotta think about it. See, I believe in other beings living amongst us. Like this shit just can't be in movies and stuff like that. I believe that shit really be happening. Like it really be aliens and reptilians and lyrens and sirens and all these different type of shit. Like I believe all that shit exists some kind of way. I believe all that shit exists, man. You know what I'm saying? It's all about what you believe. But I believe that everything like that exists. I believe that, the United States of America made a deal with different entities, different beings, not just the gray aliens or nothing like that. I believe they made a deal with the reptilians, the gray aliens, the anybody that could get him some technology or something like that. It I feel like, and what they don't want to tell you is way back in time, you know, motherfuckers was advanced back then. They was already advanced back then. They was already advanced. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man. Just random thoughts, man. When you know better, do better, y'all. When you know better, do better because at the same time, you gotta wake up and smell the goddamn coffee. What really going on in the world, man? Don't worry about these distractions that like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all that. But all this shit be distractions. People be on Facebook and all these different social media apps. They be on that shit so much they don't even know what's real no more and what's fake. They living in their own reality. They living in their own world. Motherfuckers be, you know, not saying that the internet is a bad thing. It can be used for bad. It can turn some shit bad. It can fuck up some shit. I think that technology is good to have it, but don't abuse it. Try to use it to your advantage because everything that these folk give us, and when I say us, I'm talking about whites, blacks, the people that don't got their hand in shit, that poor middle class people, like anything they give us, whether it's food, electronics, whatever that they give us, trust and believe, it ain't good for you. They'll give you some bullshit. The government will give you bullshit, man, and basically tell you to, deal with it. So, we just we gotta talk to our kids. Let them know if you got enough information, enough knowledge, share that knowledge with your kids. Because that public school system is gonna tell them what they want to tell them, you know what I'm saying? Or you can stay humble and be broke. Yeah, you can stay humble and be broke. The only way to make it in this world, y'all, you gotta be corrupt just like them. That's the only way. That's the only way you gonna survive in this world, man. Only way. But this just random thoughts, y'all. Nothing special, nothing major. I got another thing I want to say. The sports and shit that we be watching, like the NBA, NFL, all that different type of shit. Anything that these motherfuckers can get their hand in, they get their hand in it, man. Everybody should know that the NBA is rigged, NFL is rigged. They got videos on YouTube right now that you can watch right now of ex NFL players telling you that that they had a whole damn script, like a movie script, written out for the players to go by on who we're gonna win the Super Bowl. Who gonna go to the playoffs and this and that. Like they do that shit, bro. Cause at the end of the day, it's corrupt. Everything corrupt. It's about money. It's about greed. It's about power, control. If I got the money, I got. If I got all the money, I got all the power. If I got all the power, I got all the control. It's a bunch of. It's like 13 families that actually run the world. But see, the only one they gonna tell you about, the only one they gonna really go in detail about and tell you about is the Rothschilds, the Rockefellers. Those are the only two motherfucking families that they gonna talk to you. They gonna let you know about. What about the other 11 families? That's just a random thought. I want to know why ain't nobody trying to make a change to this. I think don't they have like a George Washington Day or some shit? I'm not for real. I'm not for sure on that. Don't quote me on that one. But why do we have to allow these motherfuckers to just throw shit in our face and we accept it? We don't have to accept shit that they try to throw at us. You got to be able to think for yourself. You know, you got to be able to, you know, see what the play is that they doing. Right now, the United States of America Corporation is falling, man. America is falling. America is just a new age Babylon. That's all it is. A new age Babylon. Their system is crashed, man. It's over with. Their system is over. Y'all might not want to believe that. This shit over with. Sooner or later, like I said before, all that paper money shit gonna be over with. They'll be able to once they can eliminate all the paper money and try to force everybody to get on digital shit, digital money. They're gonna have control over everybody. They're gonna really have control. Cause then there's gonna be a whole lot of stipulations or rules in order to receive money or keep money on your card and shit like that. Like whatever they give you, a chip, a card, whatever they give you. You know what I'm saying? See, they done had this shit planned out for years, man. Probably way before I was born. Well, yeah, way before I was born, they had this shit already mapped out how this shit gonna go. Feel me? See that that pandemic that happened in 2020, that was planned. That was planned. Cause they try to do it. They trying to do population control, but it's hard to control people that gonna keep fucking and having kids. You can't stop people from fucking. You can't stop people from having babies. But what they can do is come up with different ways and tactics on how to kill your offspring, on how to kill us. Period. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. They don't need us. They don't need us no more. I'm gonna put it like that. United States of America does not need human beings no more. They can just get robots to do the shit. See, they not telling you all that. See, they not gonna show you this shit on the news where robots are taking over. They finna have robots in all restaurants. They finna have robots doing shit all in the WalMarts and all that different. It finna be a lot of people out of jobs and shit. All these self-drive cars. You got self-drive 18 wheelers and shit. Like all this shit is controlled by robotics. You know what I'm saying? They don't need us no more. And like I said, like I said in the beginning of this video, we are collateral. We are livestock. You know how America is gonna have to settle their debt, and I hate to say this, this just random thought. This is my thought. I think that it's gonna be a World War Three. It's gonna be a World War Three. The shit might pop out this year. We don't know. We don't know. I think it's gonna be a World War Three. I think America is gonna lose and get taken over. Gonna have new ruling, new everything, new system, whatever. And I think that that's when you know when America fall, when America fall to they ops and shit. I think that's when a whole lot of truths are gonna be revealed Cause you gotta understand, like it's a lot of countries that don't like America because America is known for being a bully. And how come America can be a bully? You want to know why? Why they can be a bully? Because they done got into these little pacts or deals with extraterrestrials. They done got into these deals with these other beings from other star systems and planets and shit, and they're gonna use us as collateral. So when that World War III break out and America fall and lose, how they gonna pay out their debt? You want to know how they gonna pay out by putting us out there? They gonna use their collateral. They gonna use us as collateral to pay their debt off. That's why they don't give. That's why they don't give you an option about a birth certificate. They make they will not let you leave their hospital until you sign that birth certificate. Then all these different shots and shit they try to inject in our bodies. Don't you know that when you have a baby, when you have a baby, man, don't your newborn got to go get shots and all these different types of stuff? They say it's supposed to help the baby. I believe that shit is fucking with their brains, dumbing them down, doing all type of shit to our kids. But we sign off on this shit like for food because motherfuckers don't be knowing no better, man. And a lot of times you don't have options. You know what I'm saying? You don't have the option to say no. I'm not gonna give my child no social security. You know what I'm saying? You don't have the option. They force you to do this shit. They tell you your kid can't be in school unless they, got these shots and different stuff. What are this? What the hell are they injecting in us or have injected in us? Shit, I think they don't inject the stuff in us and all that stuff to fuck up our DNA, to fuck up, to keep us dumbed down, to keep us asleep. But it's time to wake up, man. Time to wake up. But this is your boy Roy Uncut, man. I think I've been on here a while. Appreciate you, Chef Octo. Thank you for coming in to this morning, being in the chat. It's just a random thought situation. Just random thoughts. I might do a live later on in the morning. I might not, depending on how I'm feeling. But it's your boy Rod Uncut, man. I appreciate y'all, the support, the love that y'all show me. I'm slowly but surely coming back. And I'm gonna get up out of here, man. Y'all be easy, man. Peace.